Hello, ladies. Welcome to Is It Gaming, the show where we decide if it's gaming or not. I'm your host, Ravioli Supremo.
And I'm Saltman, the co-host.
Today, we are going to be playing the iconic zombie game, Dead Rising, which I'm going to assure you right now is a very gaming game.
Now, we know what you're thinking.
Typical Is It Gaming, doing a video on a game we've already played off camera.
And here's what we have to say to that.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of the dreams.
I know you gonna dig this.
Okay, so, a couple weeks back, we played Postal 2, right? And that's Salt's favorite game. This is one of my favorite games, personally.
Yep, I can testify. He talks about Dead Rising all the time.
I'm a huge Dead Rising fanboy. We're playing this right after they announced that they're making a remake of this game, which I am absolutely excited for. Like, any sort of thing Dead Rising related. Being in this community is like being in the fucking desert. You're just wandering around with nothing, and then you see a cactus, and you're just like, yep, that's it. That's that cactus. I've been looking for something like that for the longest time. As much as I love this game, I do definitely agree that a remake or remaster is long overdue for this franchise.
Absolutely.
Even if it's not the same voice actor for Frank, like, that's not a deal breaker for me.
No, absolutely. Why would you get the same guy back just to re-record the same shit over and over?
Now, this part you're actually able to skip, and I mean, I can understand why. Look at those fucking trees. They're like Mario 64 trees. They're just 2D textures.
Try looking down.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Distress. If you get this, you get like an extra bonus of PP. Now, I want to be able to catch the gas station explosion, because there's been occasions where I started a playthrough and I really wanted to do that, but I missed it every time. Okay, I gotta get ready,
Scallops.
because that gas station's gonna explode. And I want to get it right when it does.
How do we know when it's gonna explode?
It just sort of does. Around. Yeah, there it is. Wonderful. That's nuts. Like, as immediately on camera, that's like, I've captured it twice. One off camera and one on camera. I'm so lucky.
Zombies burning?
I mean, that's just nuts. For real. That's one thing I also can't wait for the remake, is that everything's just gonna... This whole section is just gonna look probably really good. Distressed woman. She falls off the building, and I also want to catch her falling off the building. Bam, look at that.
That's good.
Okay, I just gotta wait for the right time. Perfect.
Whoa.
It works.
A lot.
Ooh! Yeah, just like that. That's a good way to get it started. It's gonna be like how Salt explains Postal. I'm gonna explain to you how I play this game. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I'd say I'm pretty good, because I've beaten the game before without, getting to max level, but I got the best ending. But let me tell you, that final section is such a bitch to complete, for real. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
What kind of nuts? Meat nuts?
Yeah, probably not nut nuts. Probably like meat nuts. They're deets nuts.
That's right.
Frank West. Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days. When I get the scoop, of course. There goes my perfectly good equipment. That's happened to me in real life, by the way.
Seriously?
Yeah. I was in a helicopter and I lost just everything. It was horrible. I had all my favorite things in there. My camera, my Stewie Griffin plushie, my DVD collection of Family Guy, and more importantly, my DVD collection of American Dad, which I cherish much more than my DVD collection of Family Guy. Let's be real. People who say they're fans of Family Guy are fucking lying. Everybody knows that real Family Guy fans like American Dad more. Man, look at the graphics on that face. On that face texture. This was groundbreaking back in 2006. It was one of the first 7th gen video games. And one of the, I think it was, if I'm correct, one of the launch titles for the 360.
So why don't you just tell me already? What's going on? I think
You better see for yourself.
this, my friend, is hell.
That line goes extremely hard, dude. That is the
It
the
really
coldest delivery of the entire game. This game is just full of hard moments. You don't see this shit in the 4th game, because the 4th game's trying to be like funny modern day millennial humor, but this game was just fucking dishing out hardness, you know? I was hard the whole time I played this game.
Absolutely, me too. PP sticker.
Yes. You can't forget about the PP sticker. Now, one thing you always got to do, right? Pull out your camera, zoom in, get a pic of that, because you get PP from it. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And basically, what you actually want to do, because you got the time to do that, is you can change your outfit. That's what I like to do. I don't like to wear the default outfit any time I play this game. Put on these sunglasses. I put on a suit. Maybe I'll wear this. Will be my go-to outfit for now. You find a ton of these like freaky outfits when you play this game.
You're not gonna check the cameras?
Oh yeah, that's one thing you got to do, right? It's been a while since I played the beginning, but like this is one thing you absolutely should do, is check the cameras, because it's got a pivotal lore moment. You get to see this woman getting dragged out by the zombies, and Frank goes, "What in the world?" And it plays that music sting, and it just sets the tone for this whole game. You won't even believe that at around 2 hours into your gameplay, you will fight a clown, kill him, grab his chainsaws, and then find a shortcut. And that's, if we encounter that during this playthrough, I'm going to definitely show you what to do in that situation. This is a good, okay, take this as a good guide. It's a really good guide for how to get far in this game, an early level, because it's going to be difficult. If you try out this game, it is going to be difficult. You will die on your first playthrough if you have not played this game before, because it is difficult. Because what they want you to do is, once you've leveled up enough, they want you to reset the game. Now, this isn't like a new game plus or anything. If you reset the game, you keep your level from when you died. So the point is to continue the game as you've gotten stronger, you know? That way the early parts are much more easy. But another thing too, apparently, like the way the time system works as well, is that you can progress through the game essentially by doing nothing. You just gotta wait. Ooh, goddamn. Sorry, I also gotta mention this game is full of baddies. Just so many. So many underrated Capcom baddies right here.
By the way, something I love with the cutscenes is that all the characters are really in your face. Like, it's realistic.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like... It's not always like third person, like they're really close to the character. Like, it'll sometimes just go first person Frank West.
Right. And another thing too is that none of these characters are like really, quote, attractive or whatever. They're just all normal people. And that's kind of what I like about it. It's that it's real. It's pretty real, aside from the obvious baddies of the time. Because if you're in a 2000s game, you gotta have them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's foreshadowing what's to come. We all know what happens. Zombies will get in the mall some way. You probably don't know how they do. If this is your first time ever seeing Dead Rising gameplay, then you know what? Lucky you. Bitch. You'll see why I called her a bitch. Another thing, too. You can get pictures of these survivors, because this is their final moments. Drama. Beautiful. You just gotta go over here, and it initiates this cutscene where you talk to this mysterious old man. Now, we don't know who he is at first, but we find out eventually.
Why did you summon me to this place? What are you planning? Calm down. I don't even know what you're talking about.
He doesn't know. But he will. He will know eventually. Now, after this strange encounter, you get probably the worst thing that's ever happened in a video game. I called this woman a bitch, and I'll tell you why. It's because her stupid-ass dog is out there with the zombies, and she just needs that dog so badly, she's willing to risk the lives of hundreds of people to go get the fucking dog and then die immediately. Because she's stupid. Look at that. They're just all getting in. It's a joke. It's really a joke.
Now, this is when you want to grab the bat, right?
Right. This is where you want to, basically, yeah, grab the bat. Right, we already know how to do that. Grab a snack. Now, don't try and save the survivors. They're dead, okay? There's no point. They're just going to stand there and die. Right now, I don't have any defense except this. So I have to be absolutely very careful. I didn't mean to eat my snack, really. I couldn't see the screen because the microphone was obscuring it. But, yeah, basically, it's not that hard at first. This part is basically... You can die, but you don't die from this part. It's not hard. It just shows you the kind of thing you'll have to face.
Yeah, they don't let you die on the tutorial.
Even so, if you die at this part, there's a secret cutscene where you get taken back by somebody. But you got to experience that for yourself. We're not doing that in this playthrough.
Huh?
Now we get introduced to our main cast of characters.
Where are the others? I don't know. I hope they got away.
He hopes so, but they are all dead, so you don't have to worry about them.
As long as those things are in the mall.
Now this is the tricky part, right? You can no longer use this door. It seems like it's going to be very difficult, and it is at points because the survivor AI is really bad.
Here, ducks. They'll get us back into the mall, and apparently those things aren't smart enough to use the ducks. So
They won't be a factor. I love the way he delivers his lines.
Every line delivery is just iconic. And just wait till we get to the psychopath missions. Those guys are just such characters. And here we meet the second underrated baddie of the franchise. Well, I say underrated baddie of the franchise. I actually just mean underrated Capcom baddie because she is overrated as fuck in the Dead Rising community. But I'm not complaining. Overrated's fine. I don't give a shit. Overrated, underrated, I don't care. I still think she's such a bad bitch though. But anyway, so now we're introduced to this is the main area, the security room. Now what you're gonna want to do is immediately eat an apple. Apple a day keeps the doctor away, as you know. Grab the coffee creamer. And by the way, actually just grab both of them. Because you're going to need food in the early game. You're going to get killed and shot and whatever. So talk to Otis. Because Otis is a very important character, as you will come to find. He's the guy that gives you the tips on where to find people in the mall. He'll give you a transceiver and a mall map, which allows you to get around the mall, know where you're going, and he'll call you on the transceiver at really inconvenient times. I skipped this because I've always seen it. So here we meet our first survivor.
His name Jeff.
His name is Jeff. You could take a picture of him if you want, but I don't see the point. Just talk to him until he joins you. Now, the main issue is that you can't skip dialogue. What I hope for the remake is that all the dialogue is voice acted. I would really like that. Now, you have to reunite him with his wife. Where's his wife? She's just over here. Like they didn't really bother to look. Now, this is the first photo opportunity, or photo op of the whole game. You gotta get it at the right moment. And if you do it at the right time, you get enough and you can level up. And jump kick is essential. I'll probably be using it a lot in this playthrough. You want to talk to them. Bring this beautiful couple back to the safe room where it's safe.
And you also want to try to get the extra shot.
Yeah.
It's a hard one. It's probably one of the hardest to get in this entire game.
I've never been able to do it, but by the way, if you want to call them, you gotta press Y. And you know, I'll just be spamming this. It doesn't help at all, but and you can point them over here and have them go up.
But not really.
There. You go up. Damn, didn't work. Okay, so basically, if you can take up skirts of women in this game, basically, and you can get erotic points for it. If you take one of her, you get horror, which is the same one if you take pictures of zombies. And basically, you always want to bring survivors, or at least get them to join you, because it brings up your PP level.
Unfortunately, you will have to deal with her the entire rest of the game.
Yes, they will be talking throughout the entirety of the experience. I understand. That's my favorite line, though. I find it really funny. I understand. What the fuck are you understanding?
I really owe you one.
What's happening? I understand. I want to hear her say it again. All right. It's like a rotation. What are they talking about? That's the way they move, you know? It's really I understand. It's so sad. It's just so dramatic. Now what you're actually going to want to do is go to the picture viewer, cuz this one, what the fuck? Fucking mouse is moving. Okay, so don't play with the mouse. Delete any pictures that don't have any PP. You don't need them. Plus, if you already got the PP from pictures, it's fine. You don't need to fucking do it again. Like, you don't need to keep the photo to keep the PP. You got the PP. You can get rid of the picture. That's a tactic I didn't know until like halfway through my first playthrough. Actually, my first playthrough, I died. So what you're actually gonna want to do is, you're gonna want to answer Otis. He calls you at the worst times, by the way, and that's just something you're going to have to deal with. He'll tell you where you are when you first enter a level. When you first enter a room. And he'll give you a call whenever he sees something. So what you're going to want to do, this is a tactic that all the early game players need to know. Bam. And just like that, the mannequin torso is the best for early game. Right? And I'll show you why. If I encounter a zombie, I'll show you why. I probably don't need 3 coffee creamers. I probably don't need this soccer ball either. That triggers the cutscene, I guess.
This is actually funny.
Almost kills her. You don't sneak up on Frank, dude. Oh, that's so bad. She can't do it. It's so bad. It's really bad. It hurts. This is the most iconic line of the whole game. I've covered wars, you know. That's him. That's it. That's the line. That's a good line. Now, if you wonder why that's so iconic, me too. Actually, I think it has something to do with just it's so iconic, you know. He just delivers it. Put that in a fucking YouTube video and title it "Stan Twitter, I've covered wars," you know. I don't know. That's the kind of thing they would post.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either. I don't understand. A lot of those videos are really funny, but
then some of them just aren't. Some of them are just clips from shows or games or shit.
Now, I never use guns. I always use melee weapons. Once you get the small chainsaw, that's basically the go-to. Anyway, what were you saying?
I hope in the remake they fix guns.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you why I don't use guns. Because here's how you aim. Oh, it's going to be left trigger. Nope, left trigger's camera. How are you going to aim? Right trigger. Now, how are you going to... You're going to use the right stick, right? Nope, the left stick. How are you going to shoot? The left trigger. Nope, that's camera. X. You're going to shoot them with X. And I'll tell you, this is exactly why I don't fucking use guns. Because I guess it makes sense for pistols, right? Because you kind of do have to fire one bullet at a time. But, and this is really where it gets complicated. Because there's going to be SMGs and shotguns and whatnot. And those are going to be much harder to fire. Now, here's another thing I like to do. I like to give him the Servbot hat. Now, fun fact. Servbot is a character from Mega Man Legends, which is a PlayStation 1 game. They are like the little servants to the character Tron. And that's where that comes from. But they've become so iconic and synonymous with Dead Rising that they're practically the unofficial mascot. Now, there's not really much to do in this area, but yeah, you can drink this coffee creamer. I picked up too many on accident. I probably don't even need them. But the best thing about food is that you don't have to eat it. You can throw it at zombies. It doesn't really do much, and it gets rid of it. But clears up inventory space. So at the start, you're very slow. Frank is not very powerful. He's not very fast. He's he limbers around as if he's got like some sort of vibrating anal beads inside of his asshole. But as you continue playing the game, Frank gets more powerful. And his power level is comparable to that of a god or a Super Saiyan or the fucking Heracles or something. I don't know. Or whatever, you know. He could just be comparable to whatever. He essentially becomes a living legend. Answer the call from Otis because you have to. I mean, he means well, but he's just so annoying. And he'll call you. If you miss the call, if you get attacked while he's calling you, he calls you back, and he's like, "It's rude to not let me talk. Let me finish." I hope he's voice acted, because I do want to hear his voice. Because he's such a pivotal part of the whole game.
Fun fact. I don't know if this is a spoiler, but Otis dies canonically.
Yeah, but he doesn't die in this game. He dies in the third. He's canonically confirmed dead in the third game.
But not from zombies. He dies of old age.
Of natural causes. I need to find out who this natural causes motherfucker is so we can stop him from killing so many people. Anyway, this is a fun little thing you can do. Hold X and just rip them to shreds. You see, there's so much fun you can have. I choose to play it the pussy way and just use one weapon the whole time. But in the early game, when you don't have the small chainsaw, basically just pick whatever you want. The sky's the limit. Once you're in the food court, the iconic Willamette food court, gotta be careful. It's a good thing I've got this helmet on so that nobody knows what I'm thinking at the current moment. And that's another thing. People say Frank West is looking kind of ugly in the new game. And I'm just like, if you have a problem with that, look, do what I'm doing. Put on a mask. You'd be a Servbot.
Now, this could imply two things. Either, one, he's like, is he calling Jessie my girlfriend? Or it's implying that he has so many girlfriends, he doesn't know which, he's like, who? And then he's like, Jessie's the only one here.
Brad is a player. That's Brad, by the way, the black guy.
I'm a lot better with the camera. But yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot, because he's gonna shoot him. And this is hard. This is why I don't use guns, and it's a prime example of why I only use it for certain parts of the game. You'll find it's only useful for certain parts. Once you get the chainsaw and the 3 good books, and I'll explain that too, if we get to that part. Explain how the 3 good books work. Alright, so, drink wine, and that's gonna give you a lot of health.
Yeah, this isn't like the second game where you get sick from drinking alcohol.
You do get sick from drinking alcohol if you drink too much of it.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know this the first time I played. You can get up here and shoot them. And you just got to be really extra careful. And if you're not a good aim like me, that's actually the fault of the game. That's just bad game design. Because you gotta aim it and shoot them, shoot them, Shoot him in the head. 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 Just get shot a couple times by him. It's alright. Shoot him behind the thing. Bullets go directly into the wall. Shoot him.
Yeah, because unfortunately, this game suffers from third-person aim.
Yeah. The thing is, they fixed the aim in the second game. Alright, so once you run out of bullets, it's not like a regular third-person shooter game. For one, the controls are horrendous for shooting. And second, if you run out of bullets for a gun, you can't use the gun anymore. So you have to go talk to Brad and get a new gun.
Oh, you can get a new gun from him. I didn't know that.
Yes. I don't have the roll right now. Just wait for him to Just wait for him to get closer. Oh, I already have a gun. I wasn't checking my inventory. Anyway, we're gonna go shoot him again, but for real this time.
Great big burger.
I probably would go to this mall if it wasn't like filled with zombies. Now this is the part you gotta track him down. He's gonna shoot. You can also just go like and blind fire. You're probably not gonna hit anything.
But you know, you can give it a shot.
Yeah, you can shoot him. See what I mean? It's kind of tricky. And this is where I take a sip of the coffee creamer. Now, what you're actually gonna want to do is follow him here. He'll shoot you, but if that fails, you can always just he kicks you off the thing. But just ignore that. Just ignore it. It's not. He doesn't find you. Now, in here is a kitchen knife, or as they call it, a cleaver. Now, you're actually gonna want to get some corn. Get corn, because eating an ear of corn is good. But what you can actually do is make a mixed drink. Put corn in here and blend it. Now, you can put whatever in there. It makes a random one, but I don't really know the recipes. Now, this one is not very useful to me. It guides the zombies to Frank. But the thing about mixed drinks is that it does heal you a lot, so you're good.
And I forget, do you have to get him absolutely all the way down?
Yeah, I think you do. I know he's hiding back there.
Yeah, because you can see his shadow through the sign.
Yeah, see? There, you get the gun from him.
Oh, that's actually sick.
Make sure... Yeah, it's very tricky when you're first starting out. But just like that, you'll eventually whittle his health away. He takes a lot of bullets for just a normal guy. But he gets away. Because of course he does. That's how that is, essentially. That was Carlito. Did you not read the bar with his health on it? They both don't know. Clearly they don't see it. Now my favorite part too is that it doesn't matter what kind of ridiculous outfit you're wearing. None of the characters will acknowledge it at all. The characters won't be like, where did you get that outfit from? Because why would they care? There's so much weirdo shit going on in this world as is. They don't have time to question it.
I don't know what Jesse told you, but as far as I'm concerned, we're through working together.
This is gonna be me when eventually I part from the channel. I'm gonna say to Salt, as far as I'm concerned, we're through working together.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I kid on this channel. You know everything I say is just a joke, except in this video. Everything I'm telling you, like for guide-wise, everything is 100% truth.
And same thing with the Postal 2 video. Everything I said was truth. There was just a lot of anomalies that were, and a lot of things that don't usually happen that happened in that video.
You're one hell of a journalist, aren't you, Frank? A hot-headed, underhanded, hotshot paparazzi with nothing better to do than to invade people's privacy.
And this goes hard too. I try. You got a point.
That is fucking cold.
It is. He
This
doesn't
is
even know how
just
to
full of
respond.
some golden delivery, for real.
Doesn't even know how to respond.
He cares so much about his job that he gets in, he needs to get the scoop. You gotta stop calling them terrorists, Frank. You gotta do better, Frank. You gotta step up. You're on the wrong side of history. I hope they don't change any dialogue in the remake. I hope they keep it all the same. If they change anything, you know I'm gonna flip my shit because I'm such an OG fan of Dead Rising. I've been a fan for so long. If they change anything, I'll notice immediately. Like, if they have a character talk about the patriarchy, this game takes place in fucking 2006. Nobody gives a fuck about the patriarchy.
Yeah, who cares about the patriarchy when there's freaking the zombie hierarchy?
Yeah. They're not going to do that, but if they do, it's going to be fucking stupid. I'm going to call it out immediately. We'll be playing that game when it comes out on Is Gaming. Just for the exact reason that I'm a fan of Dead Rising, and I just feel like doing that. Now, a fun thing, too, if you're feeling psychotic and don't want to participate in the story, you can kill Brad right here and now. The thing is, I'm not going to because I just want to do the story. Right here, you got the chainsaw. Now, this is how the chainsaw works. You rev it up, and you could do this, and it'll kill him. But you can also just swing it around like that. And don't hit Brad. That's stupid if you do that. Kick that down. There's a save point right here, and I highly recommend saving here because you might die at this part.
Absolutely.
And another thing you can do is go on the treadmill. You gotta get your steps in. This is very essential to the gameplay, too. If you go on each treadmill, you get 2,000 PP. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. Leave Brad to defend himself out there. He's a big man. He can do it.
He's got a gun. He's trained.
Yeah, he's a professional. He knows what he's doing.
And even if he dies, we saved.
Yeah, that's true. He's not gonna die though. They won't let him die. Now, once we're ready, this is the final one, and watch what happens when you go on every treadmill. Look at this. You level up. Always go on the treadmill. Exercise is healthy and important. And always pick up the chainsaw in this area. It's funny. Now, when you get grabbed by a zombie, you gotta just wiggle around the stick. It's gonna happen a lot. It happens to me a lot, and even when I was playing at level 50, it happened a lot, and I almost fucking died from it, but... Oh yeah, Brad's not doing too hot. I really do gotta follow him. Oh yeah, seeing as I'm here, hidden secret. SMG in the fountain. Now, like I said, there is SMGs. They're not very good, but it's still a good idea to have it. Especially if you're heading, there's a boss in this area eventually in the story mode. It's important to have it. There's no zombies here at the moment. Like, they're pretty much all cleared out. But this is where you were at the beginning of the game. And this is the realest dialogue. Right, Salt?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, sir. Yeah. It's okay. It's for your protection. Dr. Barnaby?
Like I feel
I kind of like how he's doing the Germa sparkle on pose when it cuts back to him. Yeah, anyway, what were you saying?
Like, I like to think that, like, it's so different from all of Brad's other lines. I like to think that they recorded that one as a joke, but it just sounded so real and so funny that they just used that one.
I mean, to be fair, that is a really good line to keep in.
It was like it was real.
Okay, so Otis is gonna tell me I'm in the entrance plaza, and you can change it to some fresh duds. And you do have time, so what you can do is you can go to the store, give Frank gray hair, which that's another thing that I do sometimes. You can get a new suit for Frank. Now, the thing is, they don't tell you what suit it is. But you can pick out one new one, or you get a call. And this is where you get calls about, like, where to find survivors and whatnot.
And he just said someone's barricaded in the OK Buddy Fresca Plaza.
Okay, buddy, Fresca. I just gotta ask you one question, Salt.
Yeah.
When did you stop rooting for Minilander?
I think it's when he said Minilander, and then he just farted for like 5 straight minutes,
Honestly,
looking at the peak directly in his eyes.
that's kind of when I stopped watching The Boys season 4. Is when they just started doing gross shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Having Minilander just like shit his own pants essentially. It's gross. It really is. Now you can get a skateboard.
Right.
I'm gonna give him this outfit. USA. He is in the Olympics now. And since I have the mannequin torso, I kind of really don't need it, but I don't want the pistol anymore. Get the skateboard. Absolutely get the skateboard, because then you can do this.
Oh, and you're gonna want the hockey sticks for the next boss that's here.
Unless you don't grab the damn, destroyed it. Yeah, if you don't grab the gun, you'll have trouble with that part. I forget what mission cut from the same cloth is. Goal, Paradise Plaza. A young man. Oh yeah, I know this one. So I do actually want to trigger this one, because this is very pivotal.
Are you gonna get the mission here?
No, I don't think I'll bother right now, because I got a lot of time to deal with that.
I'd save here.
Yeah, well, I probably would too. I only have one thing of food. Luckily, we're going to be stopping by the food court. I have to drink this. Even though it makes the zombies more prone to get to Frank, you know? It's
more attracted to him.
It's not a good idea to drink that during this time. But what you actually do want to do, Frank, you're in the food court. You were just in the food court, but let me tell you what the food court's all about, okay? Basically, there's so many different things you could do. You can mix drinks. It's just so good. That's a spicy meatball. Actually, I want to get the wine from the wine cellar, essentially. This is very important. Get to. Now, this is where we're going to have to be pretty careful, because there's a lot of zombies in this area. And we kind of have to take this way, because the other way is blocked currently. It would help if it wasn't so slow. I know you can get a car outside, but I don't think it's worth it.
Hey, Primo.
What's up?
I just gotta ask you, when did you stop rooting for Sheeplander?
About the same time I stopped rooting for Minilander. It's like what you said. When he started doing gross shit, that's kind of what got me. It's kind of what started to piss me off a little bit. Get off, please. Just get in. Okay, so basically, yeah. Now that we're in, you're going to want to go just do this mission. This is a very important mission. I probably should have did it from the start, but I don't think it allowed me to. This fucking annoying little bitch is here right now. Kent Swanson. Now, he may look familiar. To be fair, he does kind of look like someone who regrets nothing.
Yeah.
But he's the exact opposite. He's kind of a little prick, in my opinion. Swinging around his gun. He has like a whole thing of camera equipment and a stupid ass millennial vest. He has like 3 cameras. I didn't even realize that. He has a shit ton of cameras. I thought he just had the one. I forgot. Yeah, you absolutely, every time, do this mission. Because it'll give you a lot of pee-pee, and it'll activate this character.
Mm-hmm.
And a special mission, too. Yeah. Okay, you have to get 50 pp for his...
Perfect. Over here, old man.
Yeah, you gotta be, like... I'm fucking
You gotta be
stupid.
you gotta be on crop.
I missed it. I fucking missed it. See, just like that. That's
Just
how
like
you.
that.
That's how you get a ton. I gotta go change the battery on my camera. Now here's how you do that. Yeah, over here is where you get the replacement camera battery. Now I gotta go rush back. Just like that. There. See, I'm really a pro at this game. Now I gotta take a picture of his signature pose. But first, get rid of these guys. It's gonna be stupidly difficult.
Because you know he's not gonna be doing the pose.
You have to get 700 pp from him.
Wait for him to do the. Oh, is that it? Nah, that's not it. Almost.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's fucking stupidly difficult. Okay. Yeah, it's alright.
There we go.
There, yeah, see? See, that's how you do it. It only took me like way fucking longer than I wanted it to, but it's a little bit annoying, but once you finally get it, you activate this moment.
Okay, here comes the next one, Frankie. But first,
He shows you his photographs, which implied that he was there when the zombies got in.
is my sexiest shot. Okay.
He's kind of a weird, squirrely fucking dude.
He's like a rodent.
Yeah, he is a rodent. Ugh.
You know, rodents are coming back into style. They're talking about hot rodent celebrities. And, you know, I've been talking about this shit for years.
Yeah.
All right? I've been saying rodents are the... rat men are the future. Yeah. Rat men are the future. And they're going to be the hot ones. And nobody has been listening to me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah. Does this mean Kent Swanson is coming back into fashion?
Absolutely.
Do women want more men like Kent Swanson? Oh, yeah. Here's another secret. Katana on the roof. And this is a fun one.
But yeah, you know all the women are gonna be simping over Kent when the remake comes out.
Yeah, they're probably it's probably gonna be nuts, dude. Now back here is the horse hat, my favorite hat in the whole game. Get that hat, because this is a part of the winning strategy, okay? Slice and dice.
Damn.
Yeah. That's how it's done.
Sick how you know all of the strategies.
I mean, to be fair, I have played this so many times, and in that time, I've just kind of stopped, like, doing stuff, like the story stuff and saving survivors, so I just started exploring, and that's kind of how I found all these secrets. Now we get introduced to a pivotal mechanic here, and it's the bee from nature. But these aren't like any bees you've seen. You step on one or destroy one, and you see the effects immediately. It causes the zombies to just die. They get killed from this. Now you don't know why, but you find out eventually. It has something to do with the bee. You could step on these stupid things. I don't even know why you want to do that, but
probably because they come in and like attack you, right?
I didn't even end up using the fucking mannequin torso. But
gonna have to
now. It's a one-shot kill. Pick up the queen. Examine. Oh, there's nothing in here. And this is where you finish the first case.
So that's what Dr. Barnaby said, huh?
The old coot's not done.
The old coot.
You gotta line out or what?
The old coont.
The old coont.
Got the phone taped to the laptop.
I can't even contact
Iconic. So iconic.
You know, I keep my phone taped to my laptop. I keep a water bottle taped to my laptop.
Never let them know your next move.
Mm-hmm.
I on my viewer laptop, I always just tape. I taped a dead bird to it once. There was a good reason for it too.
Helicopter coming.
Mm-hmm. Because it turned out that bird was not dead.
Yeah,
At noon. It's my
but
ride.
that wasn't the reason.
Dr. Barnaby as well.
Sure. As long as you tell me what's going on.
You always got to be telling him the truth.
Want to know later.
Later.
Now this is the part of the game where you're given time to just wait. I understand. That's going to be you after you watch this video. You'll understand, and you'll want to give it a try now that I've given you basically the best way of how to beat the beginning part of the game. All right, so we've only done the first few missions. It's a pretty long and in-depth game, but we've been doing this for a little while. Basically, yeah, we're going to do a part 2 on this. We're probably going to beat the game, but first we're going to finish up our other series. We're going to beat 3D World, and we're going to beat Postal 2.
Yep.
But then right after that, when we get the chance and we play like a couple other games, to fill the void, we're going to get right back into Dead Rising, and we're going to get into part 2 and just show you what's all next. So, yeah, I will see you all next time, and Salt will see you too, because he's always here 8 days a week, every single day. 24 hours, 26 hours, 72-hour Survivor.
Yep. Once a year, 2 times a month, 3 times a week, 4 times in a day, 6 times in a day.
2 times Pimpy, 3 times Bape. 14 times Grinch, 8 times Seuss.